O le whaamama awenga le nei ma le Pacific Isi, mo au tupe whaamumoli Samoa, au tapuni ai ofisa mo le whaawa yaso. Whaonga nei lola wa unanga forward ta ua, o le direct transfer. A whai wa yesa membership card ma e whaonga ina le internet banking, o le matua e whaingo fia lava. Na o le tipose mai lava lau se leni mato account, o le whaatino leo la foina o lau se leni mo a inga I Samoa. E ia inga I tahu na whaamalia ina, mo nisi whaamatalanga I le nei au unanga fo. Wala au le telefoni o walu se lau o tasi o nono po le lua fitu ono fitu iwa fitu wha. Pe text mai fo ilo suafa I le valu tolu o.
Telephone voucher is one of the most convenient ways that I'm finding now to do my shopping here at Manurewa, and my sister just sent through the voucher on my cell phone and I just come straight to Manurewa to do my shopping.
Ole si tūlanga pitusili o le tāua. O le lafo me o le pepa tala o loa. O na whaanga le whaatau o loa e au ngā mo le ainga.
I think it's really convenient for families overseas if they don't know how to help their families here. Then this is the perfect way.
Mai ai le sa suma fua tau e lisia sa. Ni fia foi sa we mo mawina le foi au ngā fo e ala mai le talo fo voucher. Ila wana whaatau ma me te mga oi. Ile voucher.
Tai mo le talo pa voucher ua maua le apususi o sewa fine. So se paro loa whaingo fie, a me se le te whelua I mana o telefoni tai mi uma. Ai lo le lafo me le cash o na inu e leo tamao le ainga.
Whaatea tu lava le talo pa voucher mo le foi au ngā fo whaatai. Ma loa lava le taumpai.
Tai talo pa voucher.
Teki talo pa voucher.
O le whaamama awenga le nei ma le Pacific Isi, mo au tupe whaamumoli Samoa, au tapuni ai ofisa mo le whaawa yaso. Whaonga nei lola wa unanga forward ta ua, o le direct transfer. A whai wa yesa membership card ma e whaonga ina le internet banking, o le matua e whaingo fia lava. Na o le tipose mai lava lau se leni mato account, o na whaatino leo la foina o lau se leni mo a inga I Samoa. E ia inga I tahu na whaamalia ina, mo nisi whaamatalanga I le nei au nanga fo. Wala au le telefoni o walu se lau o tasi o nono, po le lua fitu ono fitu iwa fitu wha. Pe text mai fo ilo sua ina, mo nisi whaamatalanga I le nei au nanga fo. Wala au le telefoni o walu se lau o tasi o nono, po le lua fitu ono fitu iwa fitu wha. Pe text mai fo ilo sua wha I le valu tolu o.
Talofa love everyone, malole so for mama malangi e mama, and a warm Pacific greetings to you all who have just tuned in. Yes, if you've only just tuned into BluTable Talanoa for the very first time, talofa lava, and I would like to say please tune in every single day from 2 to 3. Look, it is a live show. We do live and breathe Pacific, but we're also showcasing the many stories and experiences of our proud and colourful community, and of course our unsung heroes. Of course, I mean, where would we be without them? But Claudia, how are you today?
I am so happy that tomorrow's Friday, to be honest. But no, it's been a really good week. And I'm very excited about today's show because we have three very hilarious personalities on the show with us. And we're going to be talking about their community incentive that they've decided to put on themselves because unfortunately they haven't been getting the support that they've been reaching out for. So we're really excited to have them on the show. But you guys may be wondering about the competition about the competition that we were running yesterday. So we had 2 Tolling Kids t-shirts to give away, and they're super cool graphic designs. And the competition was to submit photos of your kids because it is
School holidays.
I don't know what is wrong with me today.
Maybe we need to blow some bubbles. And guys, just a reminder, we've also received some news, shocking news, that the cases have gone up. So we're just going to do this.
Stay in your bubble, guys.
Stay in your bubble.
But yes, we did have 2 kids t-shirt to give away. And all you guys had to do in honor of school holidays is to send a picture of your child doing their daily activities, just having fun out in the sun, whatever they may be doing. And we did get some really, really cute photos.
Super cute. Look, we got a few photos from Shania, Evelyn, and Shaden from Clendon Kids. So hi guys, we hope you're having an awesome day today. Also, we've got, who did we get? We had Elia send a photo of his beautiful, stunning girls, which is Juliana, Sophia, and Valentine. Did you have any entries through to you?
We have JJ from East Auckland.
Hi, JJ.
We also have Zippy from Avondale, and I love that name, to be honest.
Oh, yes,
Zippy.
Zipporah. Thank you so much, Zipporah, for sending in your entry. You looked super cute in your super cute glasses and your super trendy outfit, man. She was rocking those glasses.
A lot more trendier than you and I would say.
Oh, probably. And of course, well, what's a little bit of competition? I had to throw in my Talia and Gianni in there. Don't worry, I just wanted to share their photos, but they're in there. Talia and Gianni were enjoying their outdoors the other day, so I thought, let's just throw it in there as well. And of course, we had a cute photo from Isaiah enjoying her walk during holidays. And of course, let's not forget the kids on White Sunday. LJ, he is super cute. And I'm going to say that LJ and his family are always rocking. Look at him.
I love it.
Adorable.
They're so cute. I think this is my favorite one.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. But once again, thank you so much to all of the children who have submitted their photos of what they're up to during the holidays. Oh, check out JJ. JJ's there with his dad.
We did put everyone's names into a piece of paper and they're in the vase here. So I'm going to shake it up and Bear's going to select the winner.
Sorry, I forgot to mention Sa, also from East Auckland. She sent her photo through and I'm sure she's enjoying the outdoors. So it's awesome to see our tamariki outdoors and making sure they are enjoying and making the most of their holidays in this beautiful sun here in Aotearoa.
Yes, and we also have Mela who submitted a photo of the kids, Bubbly Bubbles at Clendon Kids Early Childhood Centre. So look at them. Super cute.
We love it. We really love that our kids are really enjoying their. It's sad that they're still in lockdown, but it's nice. Really cool. Awesome stuff, guys.
So we thought, why not give away 2 T-shirts to 2 lucky kids and brighten up their day. So I'm going to shake this. You've got all the entries in here. I'm going to shake them.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
I will pick one and then you pick the other one. Okay, we're ready. Okay, drum roll. So the first T-shirt is going to Valentine. So congratulations to Valentine. Yay. Thank you so much, Valentine. We hope you're having an awesome school holiday. And the second name we've got here. Sorry.
Hold on.
Here we go.
Evelyn.
Yes. So
second lucky winner is Evelyn.
So Evelyn and Valentine, I know that you probably don't have devices to send through all of your details. So get mummy and daddy to send all your details through. Once again, congratulations to Evelyn and Valentine who just won themselves a T-shirt from Tolan Apparel. So you can just tell us the size and which T-shirt you want and we'll deliver them through to you guys.
Yep. So just send us a message through Blue TV Messenger and we'll get that on the way to you.
Yeah. Look, guys, we do have 3 awesome guests. So we're going to quickly say thank you to all of our viewers who continue to tune in and the awesome work that this community have done. But not forgetting our sponsors. We want to say a massive thank you to all of our sponsors who have helped our team here build this platform for our people. Thank you Pacific 40, Pacific Easy, Malta Samoa, the Pacific Business Hub, Sei Oriana, Seki Works, and of course Makane, proudly owned and operated by Pacific. So please support your local. That's it from myself and Claudia. Did you have something that you wanted to share as well?
No, I just want to say hi to Mele, who's just tuned in, and she saying congratulations to all the winners and also a happy Thirsty Thursday.
Oh, Thirsty Thursday. Don't remind me. And also, I just seen Renuka just tune in as well. Hi, Renuka. Renuka is also an awesome advocate for the community work there in Manurewa. So massive shout out to you too as well. But that's it, guys. Stay tuned because we have 3 amazing hearts and souls joining us, straight after the break.
I'm excited.
I'm excited too. Stay tuned, guys.
Tautua ma le au nanga mo tau Samoa service station nei tona I matu. Ma tau te utuina lo ta vale, ma le tele o nisi o matu au nanga ese. Ai le ngata foile, ma tau te sia ke ina fo ilo ta vale. Sepala ya foi suau, mola o tapan. A fai foi o vai pa o losa. A wala te poli, ma tu te sepala ya foi e mola o tapan. Mola no posila fia. Mua, tapela o tavale pe auto. Lua, tapela o telefoni il time utu ina o tapan. Ma le vaenga mulu. Mana tua fo. E matua I whaasaina, lo tau makitapa ai no fuanga whapeni. Hota Samoa, ore mahota mo Samoa. Mato te fia e au na pea mo oi Samoa. Maftaile fia mai, we'll see you again. God bless.
O le whaamama awenga le nei ma le Pacific Isi, mo au tupe whaamumoli Samoa, a o tapuni ai ofisa mo le whaawa yaso. Whaonga nei lolna wa unanga forward ta ua, o le direct transfer. A whai wa yesau membership card ma e whaonga ina le internet banking, o le matua I whaingo fia lava. Na o le tipose mai lava lau se leni mato account, o na whaatino leo la foina o lau se leni mo a inga I Samoa. E ia inga I tahu na whaamalia ina, mo nisi whaamatalanga I le nei au nanga fo. Wala au le telefoni o walu se lau o tasi o nono, po le lua fitu ono fitu iwa fitu wha. Pe text mai fo ilo suafa I le valu tolu o.
Talofa lover and welcome back to BluTable Talanoa with your girls Pea and Claudia. I'm Claudia and this is Pea if you guys haven't figured it out. But welcome back. You know, today I'm very excited because our Blue TV show is getting blessed today with the passionate hearts and souls of 3 amazing people, and they have amazing personalities, hence why I'm so excited to have this Talanoa today. But first we have Gadiel, who is the Samoa Manurewa Tutū Faatasi movement lead coordinator. We also have Penina, who is the co-organizer for Samoa Manurewa Tutū Faatasi movement. And lastly, but not least, we have Sera, who is the youth coordinator, and I am so excited.
Yeah, I'm super excited. Look, this is the working committee for Samoa Manurewa Tutū Faatasi movement. So
she said it a lot better than I did.
Tutū Faatasi, which is Let's Stand Together. I would like to just say welcome, talofa lava, to our wonderful hearts that we have today, the energetic hearts that are serving our community. Gadiel, Penina and Sera, talofa lava, and welcome to BluTable Talanoa today.
Thank you for allowing us to be in your space. Look, I just wanted to correct our titles. We're just a working committee. We don't have specific titles, but we have our spiritual fathers that are at the head of this. I just want to clear that up. Cool. But thank you for allowing us to be in your space.
Thank you. Sorry, that was my error. I was trying to give you guys flash names. So sorry, guys, but I would still acknowledge you guys as all lead coordinators, though, because I know for myself, I know as a Samoan woman, it's always hard for us to praise ourselves. So I would like to say that I think you are all in somewhat amazing leads for coordinating this, but also acknowledge our spiritual tamas and tina of our community for also, being there at the forefront as well for this organization, this movement, I should say. But we'll start with you, please. Gadiel, if that's all right. We'll start with you, Penina, and then Sera. Tell us a little bit about yourselves and the movement.
All right, am I first?
Yes, please.
Okay, look, my name is Gadiel Asiata, and my paying job, I actually work at Griffin's in Pepakura. So that's my paying job, but I wear several hats. But I will talk about my involvement and how I got involved with Samoa i Manurewa Tutū Faatasi. There was a call out probably about 2 weeks ago, Penina, on Facebook, calling out to our people, Samoa people in Manurewa, and I jumped on the Facebook because being whakakala, I just wanted to see what it was all about. And to be really honest with you, when I jumped on, I was a little bit intimidated because there were a lot of whewhi'aus on there, a lot of ministers there. And I thought, I think I need to come out of the Zoom. But I quickly, one of the whewhi'aus identified who I was and called me out, so I thought I'd stay just to listen. But, it was all about community. And it was all about bringing our people together. And I guess, when our leaders call out for help, the village all runs, all comes together. But I mean, that's just a small part. I'll pass it on to the rest of the team that will sort of bring a bit more in depth of the movement.
Oh, thanks for that. Penina's definitely no stranger to the BluTable Talanoa team. So, Penina, thank you so much. We'll let you introduce yourself and give us a little bit of share a little bit about the movement.
Talofa lava, I'm Claudia and Pea, and also to all our listeners. My name is Penina Ifopo. I'm a mother, and I live in Manurewa. I attend the church, St. Anne's Catholic in Manurewa. I raised my family in Manurewa, and I also serve the Manurewa community. So my 8 to 5 paying job, I work for the Department of Corrections. And it's as Asiata mentioned, when you're Samoan, that you're Samoan, that when you hear the call from your elders and your tama whaaleanganga, it does not matter what denomination, what church you represent. You just get up and go, and then listen. There's a time where you listen, and then from there you just do what you can contribute to help. Faafetai.
Oh, thanks, Penina. And the beautiful, youthful looking Sera. We'll go. Please, Sera, introduce yourself.
What are you trying to say about the other two guests?
Well, I don't want to say too much about Gadiel, but
youthful at heart, I suppose.
Yes. But Sera, thank you so much for joining us on BluTable Talanoa. Please introduce yourself and a little bit about yourself as well, and the movement.
Thank you for having us on board, ladies. Yes, my name is Sera Ngungutau, near Potifara. I am also a resident of Manurewa. I'm a member of Manurewa i Whakasa under Reverend Italia Tapaleau and Whelo Inga Tapaleau. My day job, I am a practicing family lawyer here in Manukau. with Dean and Bramwell lawyers. And look, this movement for us, the youth, has been so important for us. Like when I joined, thanks to Gadiel and also my reverend, they really wanted the youth to be involved. And I guess that's where we come in. And we're so grateful that we have been involved in this from the get-go. And so it's basically, we are the youth of Manurewa and we wanted to be in the space, and we've been fortunate enough to be a part of it.
Oh, I love that. Thank you so much, Sarah. And I just want to acknowledge you guys on how fabulous you all look, and that beautiful red t-shirt that you guys are all wearing. Now, Sarah, you are the youth coordinator. Tell us how it feels to have the honor to lead such a huge community incentive like this one.
Oh, look, it's a blessing. I joined the Zoom and tried to pass the responsibility off to everyone else. But look, it's such a huge blessing, and I think it's so important for us to be a part of it. Like I mentioned, it has been without its challenges, but I'm so grateful for the youth that put up their hand and actually joined the movement. They've been so helpful with this movement and mobilising our campaign. They've just stuck right in, worked with their strengths, like doing social media, promoting it. And look, I've been so grateful that they haven't been very difficult to lead, to be honest. I like to call myself the facilitator instead of the lead, because we're all leaders in our space. But look, it's been great working with them. They've been amazing.
No, look, that's awesome, because I spoke earlier on with Gadiel, and where I mentioned that it's quite unusual for a Pasifika community to allow the youth to take over or to have some part, and a massive part as well. And it's so good to see that the movement of your guys' movement is showing that allowing the youth to share their voice, to share their experiences, to share their platform, because, I mean, youth know what youth want, right? So I'll go back to Gadiel. Gadiel, what are your thoughts with regards to that? Because we had a really in-depth discussion earlier on, and I really, really felt for you, and I really, really loved the way that you wanted our community to connect with the youth, because their say, like we mentioned earlier, doesn't really go too far in our Pasifika community, but it's really good to see that there is a lot of changes happening around that. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, sure. Look, I'll start from get-go and then I'll weave it in.
Yep.
I wanted to especially acknowledge Louis Bonifacio, who is the pastor for Life Church, because he came up with the idea and got a spiritual fathers on board as well, and did the call for help out. And this is where me and Penina and others jumped on board and we got involved. You know, our Samoan people, they're good at talking, but when it gets to do the moving, and I guess we're quite blessed that that I was identified, and so has Penina and others, to sort of join this working committee to get up and running at the outset. And I'm glad that we identified that there was a real massive hole there, and that was the youth. And and how do we weave the youth in? Because we all know that Samoan backgrounds, that is a strength of it all. And if we want to be true to our hearts, we have to allow them to have their space. So this is where the call for our youth came. And to be really honest, and I am proud, and I think all of our parents that were involved in this are really proud of our youth, because they took the bull by its horns. And the way that we only had a week and a half to get this up and running, and to see the massive talents that came out of our youth, I am really, really, Sarah, a lawyer, we have youth that have high professions, but they put that behind them, and we just came as one. We could all be whekangaka with what our things are, but we didn't do that. It was just, like we do, like Samoans are, but we all came together for one purpose, and this was because we're proud. We're from Manurewa. This is our village. This is our ngu'u, and 2, we're Samoan. And I guess that is where the commonalities that sort of, I don't even know if I answered your question. I think I've gone off a little bit. But,
No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about the question. Let's have a talanoa about it. Yeah. Share your thoughts, because I know the youth have, you expressed how proud you are. And I'm proud. I mean, we mentioned earlier, and I even spoke to one of my managers with regards to it. I think the opportunity that the team have allowed our youth to express and to show all of what our parents have taught. Because to be honest and to be fair, especially our Pacifica community, se ilonga, once they've passed on, our parents don't get to reap the rewards that they've seen, that they've taught us. They've taught us from the get-go. Show all of these skills, and the only time we get to show them is when they're gone. And to hear that your parents or the parents of the Manurewa community got to see their hard work in their kids, that they taught them, this is where we need to, as a community go, wow, our youth are actually capable of leading, something like this and coordinate something like this for our church, for our children, for our schools. And that's what I was talking about earlier. This is our time to rise above, and we need to make sure that our youth have that space. And that's what we were talking about earlier on. So no, please, have a tell more about it. Share more. What about your thoughts with regards to that, Penina?
We need to be very clear that there is diversity within communities. Pacifica it's a massive blanket term. So there's so many ethnicities within that basket. When it comes to the Samoan community, there is also diversity within the Samoan community, such as the youth, different abilities, strengths, aspirations, and the gifts, the skill set of our people. Also the age, the generational kind of space where, and for Samoan children and for Pacific children, they were told that they're very respectful of authority. They know how to respect because they respect their parents. And when they go to school, I'm gonna use my teacher hat here.
Yeah,
they're told to sit down and listen, close the mouth and listen. Can't question things, and it can be perceived as they are very creative. They're very gifted, but it's just because of that aspect. Well, close your mouth, you can't question authority kind of thing. You're just involved in executing the plan, but never get the chance to be involved in the designing and the planning of initiatives. So as a mother raising children, raising teenagers, and 4 giants, it's very hard to kind of bring them to my level of Samoan born race, that generation gap. Otherwise, my children would just go right and I go left. So really, it's so that's the kind of thing, bringing back to our approach, and also the different spaces that we navigate as in our own professional journeys, as well as other outside of our career. That even the government. That youth, it's been the very last kind of the call. The youth will only get involved in doing the task, doing the fe'au. But it's their voice is really important. We have to, but again, when we call for the youth, safety is the number one priority. That we need to create a space where our tupulanga are quite safe. I feel comfortable, are really connected, knowing that they can trust the adults who are actually do the leading part. So once they feel that this is the safe space for them, they will come. And also giving them the opportunity to express themselves, to use their creativity, because they're very creative. But it's just us sometimes, adults and those who are leading, it can be gatekeepers sometimes. But we need to kind of, just kind of step back a little bit and allow our young people to kind of grow, allow it, and also allow them to make mistakes. But us, as adults, as leaders, we need to kind of stand there with a wraparound support and just really mentor and coach them, but allow them to kind of bring the creativity out of them, use their gifts and their whatever style, but make sure that they're safe. And that's and who's going to provide that safety net for them is us, the adults who are actually leading. So yeah, I'm just no, honestly, it's been great to kind of to be with the youth and to really just to provide support and to go out there and find resources for our youth, so that we can actually give them the opportunity. You know, they're great. You know, the ideas and that came through them. You know, I mean, I was like, whoa. Even our evaluation, the way they speak, honestly, you know, I think they that maturity and that leadership in them, and actually they speak better than adults that I know, than some adults that I know. So that's the beauty of.
Can you name a few? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I don't want to cause any trouble. I'm just joking.
So yeah, but I'll just leave it to Sarah. Thank you.
Oh, thanks, Penina.
That was beautifully said. Now, Sarah, Penina did mention about creating a safety net and a safe environment for youth. And as the youth yourself and being at the front line of the Manurewa Drive and this initiative, this community initiative, what sort of talks have you had with people that are kind of expressing their hesitation with getting the vaccination?
Yeah.
Oh, I know within the youth space, there are quite a few of us that are skeptical about the vaccination, but the youth that have been involved in Samoa, Manurewa, Tutū, Faatasi, we've been able to share those concerns with the adults and our leaders, and you never feel judged in your opinion and in your view, and they take the time to listen and understand. And I think that's why this collaborative approach with the adults and the youth in our environment has been so successful. But look, when we're talking to other youths about this, we do get the people sitting on the fence about what is in the vaccination and why should we do it. And I think we've been very consistent in our message with our organisation, within our group, our movement, which is, look, we do it to stand together for our families and our friends. And that's the message that the youth have been sharing throughout the past 2 weeks. And look, we get that message from the adults that have helped us lead us through this. So look, there has been a bit of skepticism, but look, the youth have been ready to respond, which I found has been very helpful for the past 2 weeks.
That's awesome. I was just sharing with Claudia that a few of my very good friends actually blocked me over the last couple of days. You know, they weren't too impressed with. I wouldn't say. I think I didn't actually share anything. All I said was dig deep. Never mind what the internet is saying, just do what is right for you and for your family, and that ultimately the choice is yours. That I'm only just sharing freely what the information that's provided from the government for families who are interested in getting vaccinated, and I got the. So we'll move over to the awesome Gadiel. What are your thoughts with regards to all of this that's happening? And I'm not going to say bribe. I think here we'd like to use the term initiative, because I know that a lot of our Pacifica community, and I'm going to say it honestly, I was one of them. Terrible person who said to my husband, "Oh my goodness, so are you only going to get vaccinated because of," and he said, "No, I've decided to get vaccinated." And I said, "Because of the $50 voucher." And he said, "Yeah, it's an awesome initiative because I need petrol for work." But we'll start with you, Gadiel. What are your thoughts with regards to the initiative that's been put forward, by the government?
Yeah, look, okay, my mother got vaccinated about 2 months ago, so she wasn't a recipient of, the free gifts that have been given out. Yep. And to be honest, she did go about it, like, hello, I didn't get anything for it, so why is everyone asking it? But look, but put that aside, I guess, there's two ways of looking at it, but we put a positive spin on it. We try to put a positive spin. The money's there, so we try to, I'm not putting any other vaccination drive down, but, there are bribing our people with KFC. To be honest, we looked at it as a team, and but why would you want to do that? Because it's just a narrative that puts our people down. We're not all about KFC. So we try to put a positive spin on that because, honestly, it's not all about fast food. Our people aren't about fast food. So we came up with an initiative of, okay, how can we put a positive spin on it? And it was a gifting, it wasn't an incentive. We wanted to make it as a gift. And because Loku Kamaiki was the following day, we decided to do a lotu tamaiti tō pack, which was, so your family would have received taro. We were gifted with 500 packs of taro, be'e, coconut cream, and koko. And that's something that, resonates for home. And I know that there may be a lot of New Zealand-born Samoans that are craving that sort of stuff that don't have their hands on it. But, so we wanted to put a positive spin on a narrative that could be negative. Okay, but hey, the money was there for us, but we were, like I said, it was gifted to us. In terms of, I guess the government is just trying to get our people to do it. If we didn't have the opportunity to do it, we would have still pushed the vax out regardless, with our messaging, because I think, to be honest, and Sarah said it earlier on, with our messaging, we were very consistent with our messaging because, being Samoan and you yourself, we all know that family is important. And that was at the core and center of this campaign. We're not all clinicians, so we wouldn't know but we can answer it accordingly. But I think that's what everyone all connects with, and that's our family. And that's what could have just driven it alone, to be honest. Yeah.
You know what? And I forgot to also congratulate you and the team, because we spoke earlier, and it's not about it is about keeping the community safe and getting back to a normal way of living. And businesses have suffered. There's so many things that we haven't actually taken into account when it comes to the vaccination. But I wanted to say congratulations to yourselves and to the movement, because you had. I spoke to my sister who actually works and coordinates, from the top and head office. And I questioned her and I said, Manurewa, Tutū Faatasi, they managed to vaccinate 1,366 people over this, this weekend. And I said, is that even enough? And she said, for a very, very small vaccination centre that's only been put up in only a week, she said that is a massive achievement. So please, Gadiel, talk a little bit about that, because congratulations. I know it's probably everyone's like, congratulations, because people are quite on edge, but you guys are doing such an awesome job for the community. Talk us through that, the process and everything, and the days. We've got photos that we'll share later on as well on the show.
Okay, I'll touch on a little bit and then I'll pass it over to the sister Penina.
Yeah.
Look, our aim was only 500. We worked in collaboration with some of the health providers, but our initial aim, because it was a small drive-through vax that we're aiming for, we're deemed as a mini small drive-through vax. Our aim was to get 500. And we almost tripled the amount, and we're quite, we were overwhelmed, to be honest. On the first day, I think on the first day, we knew we were going to hit the 1,000, over the 1,000 mark. But, when everything was not on our side, to be honest, leading up to the day, things that were out of our control, man's control in terms of the weather and things like that. I do believe that, God's hand was in it from get-go, because we couldn't have controlled the weather, but the weather was on our side on both days, because the forecasts were, it was supposed to rain on both of those days. And amazingly, the weather pulled through. But I'm going to pass on that part over to Penina, who will just elaborate more, in the lead up to the day.
Yeah. Thanks, Gadiel.
Cool.
I just want to talk a little bit about incentives and then move on to the next one.
Yep.
We got to understand that Pacifica families we are pretty much affected both emotionally, spiritually, physically and socially in this being hit by COVID. A lot of our frontliners have lost their jobs. So when you think about that, it's really it's quite sad. And having the incentives, it's another, yes, health should be the responsibility of the collective. We should all responsible. It's not an individual. Yes, it is an individual choice to making sure that the health, and whatever choice that you choose to make, that is your individual choice, and we respect that. But the reminder is how we exercise our freedoms, how we exercise our individual joys and human rights, so that it won't affect the collective, so that it does not impact on our vulnerable elderly who are in our whales, our ainga. So if you choose not to vaccinate, that is and we respect that, but it's just to remind you of the impact of that on your ainga, on your families, on your workplaces and all that. Coming to the incentives, when the whole vaccination rollout started, community was not involved involved. It was the message from the government, straight to leaders, straight to health providers and providers and that's how the whole thing started. Unfortunately, that system or that structure did not boost the vaccination rate for Pacifica. You know how Pacifica, they will only do it when they feel that they connected to people, when they feel the trust, and all that. There are different dynamics. So now, it's been 2 months now since the government kind of changed the approach, whether it's really calling for community to come forward, calling for community to kind of to have community-led, hence why the Samoa and Manurewa Tutū Faatasi as a community-led initiative was born. So it really acknowledges, Asiata said, to the vision of Pastor Louis Bonifacio, and then with our reverends that all joined in together to kind of to push this, because the thing is, health providers will not be able to do the job. People will not come because of the health provider. That's the role of the community. It's really to mobilize its people and connect its people and bring the people to the vaccination event. So it's community strengthening their own work in mobilization, and then the clinician side of things, of health providers, work from their own side, and we meet in the middle. And that's how the collaborative approach works. It's not just, okay, we health providers will bring our van, we bring our whatever we have, and then we your people. It doesn't work that way. It should be a collaborative, and that's why the community led is really important, and it can work because we have proved that in the last weekend that the partnership and collaborative based on trust, care, and alofa works. Because when our whaiwheau actually take the leading role, what else do you need? They have the blessings, and they will, and all of the community rally up together to support the initiative. So, and that's why incentive is not a bad thing. We're not actually bribing, well, if you look at that way, but we're actually incentivized. We use the system to kind of to give that to the people, especially our Pacific people, because our target was we were targeting Samoans living in Manurewa because of our stats, and we were targeting the cohort from the age groups of 18 up to 35, because within that age group, the vaccination rate is quite low. So that's why it's good to have a bigger plan, but it's always good and effective to have a very clear picture of where you're heading. So that which cohort, which group of people, how many people that you'll be targeting based on your promotion and all of the campaign that you'll be doing. So for people who are complaining about incentives, well, we're using incentives to kind of help. It's another way. We help small businesses. So we didn't want to go to KFC because KFC got money. It's a big company. We wanted to support our local business. Hence why we got our talo and our tomato packs from our, la wheka wakinga, from our small business. It's a way, it's a reciprocal kind of relationship. We help you, alofa atu, alofa mai, we do this for you, and you also, support us in many things. So nothing wrong with incentives, but it's just you can use incentive in a very positive, a very encouraging way to bring our people. And hey, resources available from the government, so why not use it? No, just to help our people. If it's available, go for it. If it's given to us, why not? At the moment, we're pulling every stop, we're using everything to kind of, get your vaccination and also get vouchers to help with petrol and get some food for the children. Yeah, so that's just my little spill on incentives.
Oh, malo lava Penina, and malo lava once again to you all. I love it. I love hearing our people really, behind doing the drive for this movement. So malo lava to you all.
Sarah, I'm going to ask you this question because you are the youth representative here, and I think it's the younger generations that have been a lot more vocal on this topic that just hit the news earlier on. So the government has deemed it mandatory for people working in the education and health sectors to be vaccinated by December. What are your thoughts on making the vaccination mandatory?
Look, I think it's a difficult topic to make mandatory, especially when people have rights. And as a lawyer, on the other hand, I'm like, well, how do you justify that when people have rights?
Yeah.
But I think if you think of it in terms of it's for the greater cause, it's for our families and our community, then I can see that point as well. My view is in terms of the youth is just to, like Penina said, you have your choice, but you also have to acknowledge that there is you do have also a responsibility and a consequence to that choice. Look, I think if it gets mandatory, it's nothing we can. I mean, we can still say no to it, but then there's a consequence to everything. So it'll be an interesting topic to keep an eye on moving forward, though.
I love that. Look, we will be wrapping up shortly, but I just wanted to quickly ask because I heard, there is a with your success of your vaccination drive-through, will your movement be part of the Super Saturday? I heard that there's a big, massive Super Saturday vaccination rollout, and you've done so well within the community. Are you going to be part of this?
Okay, we haven't. I mean, it was too close to organise something this week for our movement. But parts of our group are supporting other in other ways. There are some of our committee that are supporting phone banks that are happening, and also the local ones that are happening at the schools and other drive-through vaxxers. So as much as we would like to be directly involved, we're all split in other responsibilities outside of Samoa, Manurewa, Tutū, Faatasi. But look, watch the space because we are planning something unique in the near future, and with the youth's help, we will be probably do a follow-up vax to the one that we just did last week.
Oh, I love that. And I think I'm going to be more connected with this movement because I'm a very youthful person. So, because I'm only 19. So,
you're 19, am I 9?
Just to give you a little snippet, we're thinking of doing a drive-through movie night. So watch the space, what the youth have come up with.
Yeah, well, that is such a cool idea. And, you know what? It's a 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock show, and I think what I'm about to share is very inappropriate for this time.
Oh, no, I think I know where you're going with this.
You know what, Gadiel, it's been an absolute pleasure, but
Guys, before Bea says anything inappropriate, so it seems, guys, thank you so much for being on the show today and for being leaders in our community. Now, Gail, I'll start with you first. Are there any final words or any shout outs that you want to make?
Okay, Faatasi lava, Claudia and Bea for giving us this crazy opportunity to be colourful on your show. And that it's really, quite humbled with the opportunity given. So I just want to make just to really acknowledge our committee. Sunga Pastor Louis Bonifacio and Anne. Bonifacio Life Church in Manurewa, Reverend Talia, Malefalitua, Efakasai Manurewa, Reverend Sioa, Malefalitua Rana, Malemitotisi, Manurewa, Sungaya Pastor Amusa, Malefalitua, Maleekalesia, Afionga Deacon Sanele, St. Anne's Parish. And have I missed anyone? Pastor Atoa, Pastor Danny Yoka, and Ekalesia, the Mormon Youth Group in Manurewa, and all our volunteers. So, Faatasi lava for joining force together with us. So, and we're looking forward to, and the youth and the Tupulanga or Samoa and Manurewa. So, Faatasi lava, and this is just a beginning. And looking forward to more gracie things and to serve our community with with alofa, and this is a real act of love from all of you. And also to Afionga Namulo Ulu Ane Sing, and beautiful Sera and of course our Queen Gadiel. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Penina. And I just realized that before I said Gail instead of Gadiel, so I apologize.
Did Gadiel and Sera, did you have any final words that you wanted to share?
No, just just one. Whatever, the choice is yours. I know it's the big vax this week, and those that are listening in, they haven't been vaxxed and still on the fence with it. Look, it is your choice. There's one thing I do want to remind all, especially Samoan youth, is that I want you to cast your mind back to the epidemic earlier on in the last century, when we didn't have a choice, and we lost a lot of our people back in 1919, I think, and more recently with the measles outbreaks. I just want our Tupulanga just to listen to, and adhere to that. I mean, we are quite lucky we do have a choice. Other people don't. So, make the right choice, for your families. And much love. Thank you so much for having us on your show. Hopefully this is, one of many.
Yes.
Oh, man. Definitely. I think we need to have you on our show every week, man. And Sera, the youthful Sera there, did you have any final words before we wrap up the show?
No, not much. Look, I concur with Penina and Gadiel's messages today, and thank you for the opportunity. Look, we are still around. We'll still be around for quite some time, from what I can tell. And if there are any other youth out there in Manurewa who would love to join our movement, then feel free to get in touch with us. We're here for them also. So, thank you for today.
Thank you so much, Sera. And I can definitely see the lawyer in you when you said, I concur. I concur. I love that.
Love it. Look, to all of our viewers who have tuned in today to show us, our guest, that alofa, if you do want to help in any way or contribute your time is very valuable, and I know that the team here would love to have you support the movement. I saw Gadiel dancing, and we will be sharing not all of them, but some of the footage from the Manurewa movement, and there's been some really awesome photos, and I can see the love, the energy that flows through this movement. So once again, congratulations, Malo Lavale, the wonderful work that you're doing. And I'm going to finish off with I love how the movement is based, the community movement is on trust, care, and alofa. And a massive, massive shout out to all of the reverend and, i kako whaiwhiaus and the churches. And, I'm actually just lost for words because I'm really, really excited for the movement, and I'm really excited about this movie night. So let me know, and I'm keen to come and help because But otherwise, whawhetai lava for your time. We really appreciate it. That's it from us here on BluTable Talanoa. Congratulations once again to our winners, Valentine and Evelyn. And thank you to all of our sponsors.
Thank you
and
so much.
We'll see you tomorrow. Interesting show tomorrow. Sorry, I'm going to quickly plug this in.
It's going to be fun.
There's been a lot of talk with regards to businesses and the vaccination. And, there's been so much. I've been missing, and I know a lot of people have been missing, the entertainment part. There's Rainbow's End, there's this. But how are our clubs doing? The nightclubs that I'm talking about. That's right. Tomorrow we bring on the owners of the South Auckland nightlife. We're going to be talking about their business and how they're going to cope moving forward with COVID. So tune in tomorrow. It's going to be exciting. We've got Club Royals, I believe. Fia and Letau Sala tomorrow. So guys, that's it. God bless. Have a wonderful evening. See you tomorrow. It's fast with what?
tau tua ma le au nanga remote tau Samoa service station nei tona I matu. Ma tau te utuina lo ta vale ma le tele onisi o matu au nanga ese. Ai le ngata foi le ma tau te sia ke ina fo ilo ta vale. Siapa lah yang voice wow, mau lah ucapan. Apa itu yang baik Pak Olusa? Awalnya telepon, matu siapa lah yang voice mau lah ucapan. Mulu no posilah dia, mua tapi lah ucapan lebih out. Mua tapi lah telepon ni time out tu inai lah ucapan. Malah bayang mulu. Mana tua fu? Matua I fasa ina lo tau maktapa ai no fuanga papeng. Mata Samoa. Ole mata mo Samoa. Mata te fia au na pe mo o Samoa. Aftaile fia mai. We'll see you again. God bless.
Mama avenga le nei ma le Pacific Easy mo au tupe whaamomoli Samoa au tapuni ai ofisa mo le whaawa yaso whaonga nei lolna wa unanga forward ta ua o le direct transfer a whai wa yesa membership card ma e whaonga ina le internet banking o le matua I whaingo fia lava na o le tipose mai lava lau se leni mato account o na whaatino leo la foina o lau se leni mo a inga I Samoa e ia inga I tahu na whaamalia ina mo nisi whaamatalanga I le nei au unanga fo Bala au le telefoni o valu se lau o tasi o nono po le lua fitu ono fitu iwa fitu fa. Pe text mai fo ilo suafa I le valu tolu o.
Telephone voucher is one of the most convenient ways that I'm finding now to do my shopping here at Manurewa, and my sister just sent through the voucher on my cell phone and I just come straight to Manurewa to do my shopping.
Ole si tulanga pitusili o le tau. O le lafo me o le pepa tala o loa. O na whaanga le whaatau ai o loa e au ngā more ainga.
I think it's really convenient for families overseas if they don't know how to help their families here. Then this is the perfect way.
Mai ai la sa so fua tau ai le sia sa. Le fia foi sa we mo mawina le foi au nang fo ala mai le tala fo voucher. Le wana whaatau ma me te mga oi. Ile voucher.
Tai mo le talo voucher ua mau le apususi o se wa fine. So se paro loa whaingo fie a me se le wherua I malau telefoni tai mi uma. Ai lo le lafo merkes o na inu o tamao re ainga.
Whapea tu lava le tala fo voucher mo le foi au nang fo whaatai. Ma lua lava le tamu whai.
Whaatai talo voucher. Teki talo voucher.